Hi, I'm Manisha from Kireeti Group. Let's discuss how can we get an EPCG based on an Indian purchase. Not every EPCG import has to come from overseas. If an Indian manufacturer can build the same machine, buying it domestically instead of importing it can actually lower your export obligation. Here's how EPCG Indigenous Purchase route works and what it means for your business and for your supplier. Indigenous purchase, also called as Indian purchase, is the domestic sourcing way under the Export Promotion Capital Goods Scheme, or called as EPCG. Instead of importing your capital goods from overseas, you buy them from an Indian manufacturer using a document called an invalidation letter or an advance release order, that is also called as ARO for short, issued against your EPCG authorization. You still need to qualify the same way as a direct importer. Manufacturer exporters, merchant exporters that are tied to supporting manufacturers or service providers. And you need to have a valid importer and exporter code and goods and service tax or GST registration, same as any EPCG applicant. Now, here's the part most people don't know and it's worth pausing on. Under the Foreign Trade Policy 2023, paragraph 5.04d, if you source your capital goods domestically instead of importing them, your specific export obligation is 25% lower than it should be under the direct import category. Your average export obligation stays the same. The reduction only applies to specific EO tied to that particular authorization. So how does this actually work? You either apply for your EPCG authorization naming domestic sourcing, or if you already hold one, you request an invalidation letter or ARO from your regional authority. You get a formal quotation from your Indian supplier, and once that letter or ARO is issued, your supplier uses it to claim what's called a deemed export benefit on their side of the sale. The matter of fact, this is the coordination point. That's really the one thing you need to line up in advance. Your supplier has to be willing and able to process the deemed export claim. It's not something you can arrange unilaterally. Talk to them before you commit to the route of importing. From there, the process runs the same as direct import. Install the capital goods, get your installation certificate, export against your obligation across both blocks, year 1 to 4 and 5 and 6. And once you have met it, apply for your export obligation discharge certificate with a chartered accountant certificate and shipping bills. One thing you have to check before you assume this route is available for you: if your existing EPCG authorization was issued specifically against an import commitment, you may need an amendment before an invalidation letter or ARO can be issued against it. Worth confirming with your regional authority first. If you're deciding between importing a machine or buying it from an Indian manufacturer under EPCG, that 25% difference is worth running your numbers on properly. Our expert team can walk you through both routes for your specific purchase. Links in the description below. Thanks for watching this today. Do subscribe us for more such content.